Welcome to the Unapologetic Mompreneur, the podcast for mums with an online business who are ready to take back their time, home, business, and self so they can restore the balance and thrive, both at home and at work, without feeling like they have to choose between the two. I'm your host, Sarah Dew, life and biz coach for mumpreneurs. I'm also a mum, stepmom, wife, introvert, breast cancer survivor, and your mentor for making a change for the better. I've learned how to go from surviving to thriving and unapologetically create a business I love and the life I want for me and my family without worrying about what other people think. And now I'm here to help you do the same. Because being an unapologetic mumpreneur doesn't mean that we're selfish or that we don't care about others. It simply means that we are not afraid to show up as our true, authentic selves, to step into our purpose, do what we know is right for ourselves and the ones we love, and take the steps we need to take to make our dream life and business a reality. Join me each week where I'll be sharing all of my best tips and strategies, plus the occasional dose of tough but gentle love to help you feel empowered, motivated, and confident to take action so that you can become the mum, wife, biz owner, and woman you know you are meant and deserve to be. So, are you ready to unapologetically create a business and life you love? Let's do this. Hey there, and welcome to episode 125 of the Unapologetic Mumpreneur podcast. Have you ever sat down to work with the best of intentions only to feel immediately stuck? Your to-do list is full, your ideas are swirling, and everything feels important. You've got content to create, offers to refine, clients to support, emails to write, bookings to secure, and systems to improve. But instead of feeling productive, you feel overwhelmed and have no idea of what to do first or where to start. So you just find yourself spinning in circles, achieving nothing. This is something that I have struggled with multiple times in my business. And it's something that I see crop up time and time again with my clients, both during my aligned business audits and when I'm working with them one-on-one inside my coaching program, Bizmentum. It's easy to assume that the problem is motivation, discipline, or time. Maybe you've told yourself, if I were more focused, this wouldn't feel so hard. Or you've thought, other people seem to know exactly what to work on. Why don't I? But what I've learned is that not knowing what to focus on next is rarely a personal failing. It's usually a clarity issue. Because when you don't have a clear way to decide what actually matters right now, your energy becomes scattered and progress stalls, even when you are working super hard. The good news is that focus is something that you can create. And once you do, it becomes a whole lot easier to start experiencing momentum. And that is what this episode is all about. Get ready because we are diving into why focus feels so elusive, how to pinpoint what really deserves your attention next, and how that clarity will help you create real momentum that lasts. Let's dive in. Okay, first up, let's tackle why you feel stuck, even though you are working super hard. In the 8 years or so that I have had my business and have been working with my clients, I realized that there are a few common reasons why you are struggling to know what to focus on next, no matter how capable, committed, or experienced that you might be. The first is that you are trying to hold on to too many priorities at once. Because when everything feels important, guess what? Nothing gets your full attention. Second is reacting to all of the noise instead of being intentional about your choices. Urgent emails, social media, and other people's advice, they can take over your day if you let them. And then instead of choosing your focus, you end up responding to what's loudest or most immediate rather than what is most impactful. Third is thinking long term when you need short term clarity. Don't get me wrong, yes, big picture vision is powerful and it's important, but when it's not anchored to the current season of your business, the season you are in right now, it can actually create more overwhelm. Focus works best when it's rooted in where you are now, not in everything that you want to build eventually. Fourth, all of those shoulds, that you should be posting more, you should be doing this, you should be doing that this way, they all muddy your clarity, making it harder for you to trust your own priorities and instincts. And as a result, you end up struggling to find your focus and figure out what is next. Feel like you might be stuck in that cycle where everything feels important and you're juggling all of the things and you're not really achieving anything. If you are jumping between tasks without finishing them, if you're feeling busy but not productive, or second guessing your decisions and constantly changing direction, or feeling mentally drained before you even start working, or losing confidence in your ability to move forward, the answer is probably yes. But don't worry, I have got you covered because, like I said earlier, it is nothing to do with motivation, discipline, or time. It's a clarity issue, and I have a few steps that you can take to help you start rebuilding that clarity. First is to start with where you are at. What season of business are you in right now? Are you in a season of laying the foundations for something that is coming? Are you in a season of visibility and growth or a season of scaling? Maybe you're in a season where you are happy with how things are and you just want to keep the momentum going. Establish where you are at right now, and then instead of focusing on your big overall vision, ask yourself, what am I trying to create this season? What outcome would make the biggest difference for me and my business over the next 30 to 90 days? And what would genuinely create momentum? So for me right now, I'm in a season of visibility and growth. I want to grow my networking group and I want to create awareness about the different ways that you can work with me. So the outcomes that would make the biggest difference for me over the next 30 to 90 days are hosting the Spring Thrive Edit online bundle to bring new people into my world and speaking on as many other podcasts and at as many in-person events as I can in order to raise my profile. What season of business are you in? What are you trying to create? And what would make the biggest difference for you over the next 30 to 90 days? Second is to identify your highest impact focus, not the loudest one. What does that mean? It means turning the volume down on all of the needs and shoulds that we have talked about and tuning into activities that support your current goal, that remove a bottleneck or sticking point in your business, that make other tasks feel easier once that task is done, or the activities that you have been avoiding because they feel unclear or uncomfortable, but you know that they are going to move you forward. Use that as a filter to help you identify which tasks need your attention most right now, and it will help you figure out what tasks are just loud and which tasks are going to help you create the biggest transformation, the ones that are going to help you achieve what you want to achieve this season. Then third is to choose one main focus. Having a focus doesn't mean that you are ignoring everything else. It means that you are being intentional about where you are directing your energies. You should be able to say, right now, the main thing I'm focusing on my business is. And if you can't, you might need to take a look at things, break them down a bit more, and see where you can simplify them so that you are clear on what it is that you need to focus on right now. So for me, right now, the main thing I'm focusing on in my business is raising my visibility through hosting an online bundle and saying yes to speaking opportunities. From there, I know that if activities and to-dos from my to-do list don't help me achieve this, they are not my priority right now. And that is okay. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to get to them. Doesn't mean that they are not a focus for me. It just means that they are not my priority right now. And that is okay. What is your one main focus? Then pulling it all together, here is a simple exercise for you to help you stay focused and get things done without getting sidelined or distracted. So grab a piece of paper and I want you to answer the following. My current focus is that one clear sentence, remember. This matters because how it supports your goal or eases pressure. My next three aligned actions are, so that you know what your focus steps are that you need to take. And what I'm consciously not focusing on right now, naming what you know is going to distract you and give yourself the permission to say, not right now, and that's okay, so that you can focus on what does matter. So here they are again. My current focus is this matters because my next three aligned actions are, and what I'm consciously not focusing on right now. Use your answers to give you that framework to help you stay focused and get things done without getting sidelined or distracted. Not knowing what to focus on next isn't a motivation or discipline problem. It is a clarity issue. And when you have clarity on what matters most right now, based on the season that you are in, when you know which activities are the ones that are going to make the biggest impact and help you create what you want to create this season, and you've identified that one focus that is going to help you achieve that, that is when you stop feeling like everything is important and you stop juggling all of the things, that you hone in and get super focused and crystal clear, and you start creating real momentum that lasts without losing yourself in the process. I hope that this episode has helped you get clarity on what to focus on next. Let me know over on Instagram at the Unapologetic Mompreneur what your biggest takeaway has been. And if you are up for sharing what you're focusing on next, I would love to know what it is so that I can cheer you on. And if you've got any questions about anything that I've shared, I am here for you. Drop me a DM or you can email me at sarah@theunapologeticmompreneur.com. And if you want to dive a little bit deeper into this, that is exactly what my Breakthrough Brew Power Hours are for. We will take everything that we've gone through today in today's episode, and I will help you look at everything that you have got going on in your business. We'll look at it all together, and I will help you figure out what activities need your attention most right now. Looking at where you are at right now, what season you are in your business, identifying what your highest impact focus is based on that, and then choosing that one main focus so that you can get super intentional on where you are at and where you need to direct your energies so that you can create real momentum that lasts without losing yourself in the process. If you want to find out more about the Breakthrough Brew Power Hours, check out the link in today's show notes or drop me a DM over on Instagram. As always, you've got this, and I cannot wait to chat with you in the next episode. Bye for now. Thank you so much for joining me for another installment of the Unapologetic Mompreneur podcast. If you like what you heard, be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you never miss an episode. And if you have a moment, I would love for you to leave me a rating and a review so that other mompreneurs can find this podcast too. Here's to unapologetically becoming the mum, wife, biz owner, and woman you know you are meant and deserve to be. I can't wait to chat with you in the next episode. Bye for now.